Leo, I popped in to see what's good with you, Leo. Quick energy update. You know the vibes. Here you are. You the first card that popped out. Angel of Strength. Okay? Look at you in all your power. I feel like you're looking really good. You're doing really good right now. You know? I feel like you're handling business. You're at your best, at your creative best. You may not feel this. You may not feel so confident, but everybody else but you is seeing this and recognizing this before you. I feel like affirming this for you out loud. Yo, you look so good. You doing so good. I'm so proud of you. You about to take off, Leo. You're so blessed, Leo. This is going to come back to you in ways you can't even imagine. You're going to continue to be blessed for what you're doing. You're going to continue to be blessed for what you're doing. Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Leo. So much gratitude being sent your way. 77. 7 in the room and 77 on my battery life. 777 is loud. Okay? So much gratitude for who you grew up to be, how generous you are. I just pulled this card right now tonight before I came online. Look at how good you looking. Look at how good you doing. Okay? Not only that, but it's the big reveal of who you are. The moon card in reverse. This was hidden to everyone, even you. Who you're becoming right now, the things you're doing right now. Some of you really have been feeling yourself the last few years because you've done some incredible things. You know? A lot of firsts. Already being first in your bloodline to do so many different things while still feeling so unstable and extremely unfulfilled in a lot of ways. Yes, while whatever you've been doing has been really rewarding and you're grateful or you recognize that you've been blessed, being extremely unfulfilled up until recently, whatever your new level is. Okay? This could be the way that you operate. You're not in survival mode no more. You're not overworking yourself. I also feel like this could be where you are taking care of certain people. There are certain people who you are responsible for in a way that you've never been responsible for. Hey sis, how are you? Love you. Okay? Just feel like, damn, this is what it feels like to be a boss. So this is what it feels like to be the head of the family. This is what it looks like to, you know, bring great honor to your bloodline. A lot of you've been kicking this shit for a long time. You've been telling people this for a long time. You really manifested that. You really turned out to be who you said you would be and more. This being a surprise to you. Okay? It being funny how shocked you are, how surprised you are at the way people acknowledging you now, giving you your flowers, people who said they would never or thought they would never, people who look down on you, eating their fucking words. Eating their words. Realizing that you've taken on a task far greater than any of them ever have. Any of them have the capacity to. Like they could talk a lot of shit about whoever doesn't want to take on the responsibility that you've taken on. They could talk shit about you if you decided that you didn't want to do it, but none of them are able or capable right now to pick up where you leave off. Okay? So they got to be quiet. They got to respect it. They got to respect you so much more because not only are you doing it, but you're doing something that they couldn't do. If you happen to say no. You're it. You're the only one. You're the last resort and on the front line. You're the last resort and you're on the front line. You're the first to do it. The first to get there. The first responder. You're the first responder, but there are other people who could have, should have, came to handle something, take care of something, take care of someone before you, but they're not in the position to do so. They're not so healthy. They're not so stable. They're not so free. They're not willing to give up their freedom. They're not willing to give up the life that they have. But you're so selfless, they never could have imagined it be you. People wrote you off. You had all of them problems. You were never the problem. Not only that, looking really good with whatever it is that you've been able to build for yourself while struggling financially. No one knowing that. Okay? You being honest with the few people that you fuck with like that you feel are safe like that, where you like, yo, I ain't really got it, so I'm going to sit this one out. They like, you going to sit what out? If you ain't going, then we ain't going. If you just want to chill, then we just going to chill. But I got it. We're going to chill and I got it. We're not going to go. We're going to chill here. We're going to kick it. We're not going to overspend. But what we all going to do, I got it. You ain't even got to worry about it. And then they go above and beyond for you. They're generous for you. They're generous in the way that you have always been generous. So much of your own energy finally being reflected back at you. You've been generous like this forever. Six of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. You give to everybody and they mama. Literally. Everybody and they mama. And barely be having it. Don't know how you're going to make things happen. But what's so powerful right now is that usually when you do all of this and you overgive and you end up with very little and you find a way to put things together the way others, there's something about you could go into a cabinet, you know, and make a meal out of anything while others being like, I have nothing here. What do you mean you have nothing here? You got this, and you got this, and we got this. Oh, watch me work. You just got to get a little creative, baby. Real shit. I'm glad you're here so you can get this message, baby. So there's something about this, okay? The financial constraints, money not holding you back, money being an illusion. Not only that, you taking ownership in a way where you kind of tell somebody, listen, I have this and I can make do with this, but I don't have, you know, I got a ton of food in the crib, but I don't have money to go out. You know, so if you're okay with it, you stay here. I'll cook for you. I'll take care of you. But I can't take you out to eat right now. Someone being like, you're so honest. You're so responsible. And you taking care of all of the important things. And when it comes time for you to spoil yourself or have a bit of fun, you're telling me no. Or you're not showing up being like, you expect me to pay for it since you don't got it, Leo? You're going to tell me you're going to sit something out? You're going to tell me you ain't got it like that, but you're going to offer what it is that you do have? Nah, I got you. You know how many people would just be like, yo, we going out, but I'm going out on your dime? Hi, my love. I'm working. You should be asleep. Is Rainy asleep? Okay, go in the room with Rainy, finish watching the movie.
Yes. Can I help you?
Not tonight. It's super late tonight. Not tonight. I don't want to tonight. We'll do it tomorrow. You can read with me tomorrow. Go to bed. Or go finish watching your movie till you fall asleep.
The weather, the beams. All right.
Luna Beam, close my door. Go out of here and close my door. Okay, so go watch your movie. Let me finish my work. No, ma'am. I said no, and you're making me a little annoyed. What are you asking me now? Yes, when I'm done. So can you go out of here and give me a few minutes? Close the door. I'll read it for you. You grab your book. Give me a few minutes. Where was I at? You do not let the Aries distract you. You do not let other people come in and distract you at this time. Change your vibrations. Take you out of alignment or take you out of where you want to be. I never want to go to sleep either. I never go to sleep. I'm a Leo stallion. But that's Aries. Aries, Sag. The other fire signs are all around you. Heavy on that energy. Drawn. A lot of Aries energy being drawn to you. Wanting to talk to you. Wanting to find reasons to talk to you out of nowhere. Aries who doesn't normally reach out. Aries is trying to find a reason to reach out to you. To call you. There's a deer outside my window. Can I zoom in? I be seeing them all the time. This is literally my front lawn. I know y'all seen it, but I don't know why I can't zoom in any more than that. It's all in the damn dark now. But dear Spirit, money is an illusion, I think, and generosity, etc. Reciprocation, appreciation. What? That's amazing. A deal? What does she have to say? She kept it moving. See them all the time, but it was like I saw out of my peripheral. It's so magical living out here in this new spot, this new place that I'm in. Okay, heavy on the Aries and Sag, pulling on my energy. Whew. That's crazy. Yup, Virgo, Sun, Aries, Moon, and Rising, trying to wife me up. Gentle dear, thank you. Dear Spirit is real loud. If someone come in the comments, tell me what the deer means. What are the deer spiritual properties, or deer spiritual meaning, I should say. I'd appreciate it. Okay. So anyway, financial constraints out here. I also just feel like, when you were younger, someone being very harsh on you, sending you away, shunning you when you were very young. Queen of Swords, Sun card out here in reverse with the King, with the Eight of Cups. Like, someone felt like you were too grown. You talk too much shit. You argue with them too much when you were young. Writing you off very young. Okay? Because they couldn't control you, couldn't dominate you. These same people coming back now wanting to give an offer of love, be real generous. Okay, I want you to be mindful. Accept what you feel you need at this time. Allow it to feel good. This may be really, be really healing to your inner child, or the illusion of that, okay? Because don't rely on these connections. Don't overshare. Don't tell too much of your business. Someone is very much a gossip. Aries energy, very much being a gossip. Everybody's on the same page with you, but Scorpio doesn't believe you. Scorpio thinks you're lying, you're conniving, you're scheming in some way. They're like, I see right through you. You're manipulative. You're playing at something. I don't believe you. She got you all fooled. She don't got me fooled. Leo, he got you all fooled. They don't got me fooled. Leo got y'all fooled. There's something off about that one. Or find it then. Find proof of whatever it is that you're so fucking suspicious of. They won't. They won't. They're also too fucking pussy to pull up and see for themselves. Prove you wrong. They're so fucking afraid of you that they'll talk shit and deny you, or try to attempt to put doubt in people's head about you from a distance, but they won't pull the fuck up to see who you really are, to experience your energy in real time. Because I feel you being an open book. Come. You're welcome. Come. I welcome you with open arms. That energy, dear Spirit, being gentle with yourself, inner peace and strength, inner child healing, sensitivity and intuition. Love this. So, dear is the Pathfinder, gentleness, cunning, grace, purity. Trust your instincts to guide you through the situation. A lot of being very gentle with your inner child. Again, that's what I'm saying. It's seemingly being so healing of what you needed, what you asked for, what you prayed for, but you remember that you're the one who guards and protects your inner child at this time. If you had a child, you'd be with someone who was inconsistent with your child, and you were getting to a point where you were allowing this person back into your child's life to kind of make another attempt, make amends. You would ease them in. You wouldn't just You know, push your child into a situation with this person, force them to be together, force the connection, you know, overdo it, move too fast. So a lot of love bombing energy, you know, take it in small doses, especially because it's something about this third chakra, Archangel Chamuel out here. Solar plexus energy out here in reverse. I feel you releasing so much fucking anger, letting people go in peace, and then peace, love, and faith join the room. Letting people go in peace, releasing people in love, releasing situations in love. They got to live with that. They got to hold that heaviness. They got to feel some kind of way. Thank you for the download. Welcome. Thank you for being here. 143, 1143 on the clock. 143, I love you. Releasing in divine love. Okay? And not anger. And as soon as you do this and fully be prepared to take something on by yourself, the community returns, the family returns. Allow them to come in. This for me, this solar plexus very much is giving, you know, I have to do things on my own, stand on my own 2 feet. I'm not relying on anybody. You've already mastered this for a lot of you, Leo. And I want to say Leo rules the solar plexus. This is your chakra, okay? But for a lot of you, your solar plexus is overactive. So some of you're taking it easy on your solar plexus at this time as you release certain anger and you allow people in to come help you. Like that chapter of your solar plexus being overactive, you being hyper independent, you committing to more things you know, to doing more things specifically on your own than you even have the capacity to. Those days are over. I also feel like I just gotta honor that there's somebody with ADHD that needs to honor that if they get hyperfixated on something on a certain day, they better go ahead and start it then and finish it then. Otherwise, it'll never get done. Okay? Kind of was talking about this in the daily check-in today. But this is coming through in Leo's energy. And so it's giving, like, if you know that you have ADHD and you know that you get really excited about something, you hyperfixate on it, but by the end of the day, if that shit is not done, you're never going to fucking touch it again. You'll never pick it up again. It's important for you to get a body double. It's important for you to get somebody who's going to hold you accountable, share that vision with you from the very beginning and want to see it through, right? This could be someone that loves you very dearly. And so, you know, you something about that equal give and take out here. You do something for them and they do something for you, right? Like you support them in the way that you support them energetically, emotionally, however you show up. And they show up for you in the same way. Potentially this being the same thing that y'all do for each other. Have you on the accountability partners. Keep one another accountable. You don't have to do anything on your own. There's also something about the dentist. Going to the dentist, and cancer season feels like a top priority. Okay? Going to the dentist during cancer season feels like a top priority. For some of you, you've just been in excruciating pain, and so it's important that you do this now. You're going to be getting help with this now. For others of you, this is your final warning. Okay? There's something about this. Other people around you have been dealing with bad tooth pain, but you struggling with the same issues around your teeth as them. You know, you being just as sensitive. The divine, sparing you. There's something about this sparing you, so it hasn't been as bad for you. If you've been able to go longer, you're in a little better situation than they are. But this is right before you're gonna start experiencing real issues or real pain. Healer of the ages being out here. It really is just this energy of like you really turned out to be like the one who healed more than anyone, the one who heals everyone. When people see your fucking healing, it's got to be divine. Very much giving Jesus, okay? Heavy on those, followers of Christ. Seeing the works that you do in real time. Certain things that you say, certain things that you do, certain tools that you use. This could be like you in a crib burning frankincense, and they wanna slander you so bad or demonize you and your beliefs so bad, but everything you say or everything you use where everything that you do is in alignment with what they do, where everything you use comes out their Bible or can be found in their Bible, so they can't judge you too closely. Or they can catch you praying. Shit, you fucking mention the word God more than they do. Or you kicking their holy scripture right back at them, Or they're talking to you about meditations and affirmations and, All right, I got you. Give me a minute. That energy, you're able to have the same conversation if you're on the same frequency as them. That's kind of who you are. Not kind of, that's who you are. Someone has no clue who you actually are. Getting to see you for the first time. Right. I ain't never lie. Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. So it's also that thing of, someone had no clue who you were and was being told one thing about you, but had this strong inkling to go find out for themselves. Again, this could be that energy, that Scorpio energy for some of you that I was talking about. But there's somebody who's like, nah, I don't believe them. Nah, they're lying. Nah, there's something wrong with them. Nah, they're this way, they're that way. And people judging you and believing you about this, believing this about you for a really long time. So just being so called, so pulled to find out, pull up for yourself, feel your energy, fill you out. Or they said you weren't doing so well, but when a motherfucker lay eyes on you, you look so good, you glowing, you smell good, your house is clean. Somebody pulls up on you unexpectedly or with very short notice, and there are things that is just top tier in the perfect place. Like there's something about this. They could say they gave you enough notice for you to deep clean their house before they came, but there's certain things that are clean and put together in a way that you couldn't have done in a short amount of time. That you had the knowledge that you had that they were coming. This is really who you are. This is really how you live. Okay? Or the things that they're seeing right now are a testament to how long you've been doing this. Something over time that you've been maintaining. Damn, I didn't know it was like that. Well, they know now. Lord Shiva, transcendence, rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given, dance with the universe. I just feel like the divine gives you instructions, tells you what to do, and you are obedient. And now motherfuckers know it. That God favors you differently. That you are one of God's favorites. You are one of God's soldiers. That you on the battlefield for real. You on the front lines for real. You really do this shit. Someone can see God's love working through you. You've never been more beautiful. And these are people who didn't want to look at you. Thought you were too ugly to look at. Are you crazy? Leo is divine. That energy. Anyway, I love you. I'm going to leave it there. Come book your personal readings. You know the vibes. I can help with that. If you want to send me a love donation, I appreciate it. I'm going to post this over on YouTube now. Love you.